Carefully. Let him down slowly now.
He yet lives.
Aye, and he's coming around.
Radagast, are you well?
Oh, what a thoroughly unpleasant experience. I shall have more pity for flies in the future.
The spider's venom can be deadly. We should attend to you at once.
No cause for concern. It happens I know a thing or two about venoms and poisons. Sinathra's poison could be deadly, but killing prey outright is not the way of such creatures. No, they much prefer to keep their meals alive for a time. Just as a farmer might age a cheese to improve its flavor, really. She used only enough venom to keep me quiet.
I had heard Mirkwood was home to many spiders, but I never expected anything like this. Are there more of her kind around?
I certainly hope not. This was the Spider Queen Sinathra. I've heard many fearful tales of her from my friends among the forest creatures, but I've never before had the misfortune of encountering her. I'm rather surprised to find her here. By all accounts, she kept her lair in the craggy mountains near Dolguldur, far to the south.
Can you tell us what happened?
Sinathra snatched me. Took me unawares, I'm afraid. I really didn't expect to encounter anything of her sort in this corner of the wood. No, not at all. You see, I came here to get away from trouble. Darkness is spreading across Mirkwood. A darker than usual darkness, I mean. And it's coming from Dolguldur in the south. Roscobel, my usual home, lies a little too close to Dolguldur for comfort, so I came here. I have several such retreats. You can never be too prepared living in Mirkwood and all. But, do I know you?
No, Radagast, but you do know me.
Ah, young Bellerum, it's a pleasure to see you. So you are a part of this little party too? It's quite a mixed bag, really. I don't see elves, dwarves, and men rubbing elbows often, especially not in Mirkwood. Now add an eagle as well. This is turning out to be a rather extraordinary day, really, all things considered.
I am just glad we came in time. My friends and I have a mission, and we came seeking your aid.
We're looking for the dragon Radagast, who lives in the Grey Mountains.
And we have no time for a lengthy search.
We were told you might be able to help us find him.
You wish to find a dragon? Oh dear, is that really wise?
There was a powerful force here, and it is clear that you were their target. Why is the enemy after you?
The enemy never needs a reason to kill and destroy. But if I were to hazard a guess why they were after me in particular, I would say it is because of my talent for gathering and sending news quickly.
That could mean they plan to attack our friends nearby.
The Bjornings and my woodland kin are in danger. We must warn them.
Oh, you needn't concern yourself with that. As I said, I have a talent for such things. I will make sure our friends are warned. It's the neighborly thing to do, after all.
Our mission is urgent. Do you know where Radagast can be found?
Well, he's a dragon, so I would say the Grey Mountains.
Yes, that is as we have already said. But do you know where in the Grey Mountains?
I haven't the foggiest notion, really.
What? So we've just been chasing the wind?
Ah, now, not so fast. I may not know where Radagast dwells, but I just might be able to find out. But I would need my staff for that, and I seem to have mislaid it somewhere.
I have met another of your order, Gandalf the Grey. You seem different from him.
Do I? Well, cannot one man be unlike another and yet both still be men? I suppose there is no one quite like Gandalf. although I sometimes feel as if I should be more like him. At any rate, I assure you, we are both wizards in spite of our differences.
Wizards appear to be men, yet they live unchanged for centuries, as do elves. Clearly, you are neither. But what then are you? Where do you come from?
That I am forbidden to reveal. Some things must remain a secret, at least for the present. Suffice to say, we are. And think on it no more.
We found your staff. Here it is.
I knew you would have need of it once we found you.
Ah, excellent. Aren't you the clever one? Crafty as a fox in your own fashion, too, I can tell. I'm grateful to you. Well then, let's see what we can find out, shall we? My friends might know a thing or two. Do you have news for me, little one? Ah. I see, yes. Oh, yes, indeed. Very brave of you. Well done, my friend. And there you have it.
Perhaps you could explain further for those of us who do not speak the language of swallows.
Oh, you don't? Quite a pity, really. They're rather pleasant little fellows. Always something nice to say.
Well, what did this one have to say?
Quite a bit, actually. Here, let me show you.
Have you considered my offer?
You bargain with what you do not possess, man of the South.
I will have your price soon enough. Think carefully before you spurn this offer, dragon. As mighty as you are, you would do well not to offend my master.
I did not say I refused. Only that you must first achieve my reward before you can give it.
Ah, formality. I go now to take your price, but I will leave men behind to await your answer. Consider well, but not too long.
My time and my thoughts are my own to spend.
For now.
Oh, still here? I thought you were off to find a dragon.
I had heard Mirkwood was home to many spiders, but I never expected anything like this. Are there more of her kind around?
I certainly hope not. This was the Spider Queen Senathra. I've heard many fearful tales of her from my friends among the forest creatures, but I've never before had the misfortune of encountering her. I'm rather surprised to find her here. By all accounts, she kept her lair in the craggy mountains near Dol far to the south.
Dol Guldur. I've heard that name spoken in whispered tales. By all accounts, it is a place of dread. What can you tell me of it?
It's a terrible place. A fortress built upon a bare hill in the south of the forest. Of old, the Dark Lord himself dwelt there. He was driven out some years past, but it seems that evil has returned once more to Dol Guldur. I am told that fell creatures of many sorts are gathering there.
Can you tell me anything of the creature we see?
The dragon? I believe you'll find dragons have three things in abundance: strength, cunning, and greed. You'd be wise not to underestimate Radagast when it comes to any of these. I really rather wish you weren't set on finding the dragon. You seem like such nice people.
These woods are still thick with enemies. Are you certain you can find your way to safety?
Don't concern yourself with that. I've lived in Mirkwood for a very long time. I won't be caught off guard again.
Where will you go from here, Radagast?
Perhaps I will visit my friends in the Wood Elf realm. Or I might drop in on a few folks I know among the Bjornings. There's even a very nice family of badgers that might take me in. I will have to give it some thought.
Your pardon. You said badgers.
Yes, indeed. Oh, I know what you're thinking. How can anyone get along with a group of grumpy old badgers? It's true, they're not as amiable as foxes, but they're really quite agreeable once you get to know them.
I'll take your word for that. Good luck to you, wherever you choose to go.